Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Raza and I am subject specialist in English at Divisional Public School and College Sahiba. How are you all? I hope you will fine. Students, today we are going to discuss how to write a summary. The famous poem, The Poem by Amy Lowell. Objectives of our lesson are: by the end of the lesson, students will be able to know what actually summary is, able to identify main idea of the poem, able to determine what information should be included while writing a summary, able to make strategy for summary writing, and able to write summary in a sequence. First of all, we get to know that what is summary. A summary is a record in a reader's own words that gives the main points of a long piece of writing, such as an article, chapter of a book, or even a book, novel, or a poem. In simple words, students, we can say that a summary is a collection of main points of a piece of writing. Now the question arises in our mind: how to write a summary? That can be very much disturbing for the students because they always think it a difficult task. Now we are going to discuss in points how to write a summary. Read the poem many times to get the idea. Students, you have to read a lot of time that poem, because if you will get the idea of that poem, it will be easy for you to write a summary. And if you are not getting the idea, it will be difficult or even impossible to write an effective summary. Next thing, you should have to keep in your mind name of the poem and the poet. Underline all important ideas in each line. Students, whenever you are reading a poem, you just have to underline all important names and events in each line of the poem. Students, you should also have to answer basic questions, and you have to use your own words instead of copying words from the poem. You should try your best to use your own words. And the most important thing, you also have to check the grammar and spelling errors. The next one is you have to arrange ideas in a sequence. If you are getting the answer of the question about the poem, you have to arrange all that ideas in a sequence. After making the sequence of the sentences, you will make a paragraph. After that, you will read that paragraph or notes and check for mistakes. And after making corrections, students, you will write summary again neatly. I hope you all understand these all points. Now, coming back towards the poems, and in your previous lecture, your teacher had already explained the poem. Now, I am going to give you some time. You people have to read the poem again, and after that, we will go to the strategy to write the summary. You take your time for the reading of the poem. Students, I hope you have read the poem. Now we are going to write the summary of the poem. For that thing, we are going to discuss the strategy 1. As you have already read the poem, now answer the following questions. The first question is, write title of the poem. Students, do you know what is the title of the poem? Yes, the title of the poem is The Poem. The next question is, who has written the poem? You get the answer, I hope. The famous modern imagist poetess Amy Lowell has written the poem. The third question is, what thing is described in the first line of the poem? Who has gotten the answer? I hope you all know that. The first thing described in the poem is a little twig with a green bud at the end. Yes. The next question is, what is required for the twig to become healthy and strong? Think about that. How should a twig can be healthy and strong? I hope you got the answer. The answer is, if we plant it and water it and put it under the sun and care for it, it will become strong and healthy. I hope you also got the answer. Next question is, what will happen to the twig if it is cared for? Think about it for a while. I hope you will get the answer. It's very easy. Yes, if it is cared for, it will become a tall bush having flowers, and its roots will produce freshness, and it will be also much beneficial for others. The next question is, what is beneath that tall bush and what will happen to them under that tall bush? Yes, this is also very easy. If you have read poem a lot of times, you can easily give the answer of this question. So the answer is, there are grass blades that will make the leaves fresh under that tall bush, and they will collide with each other in happiness. The next question is, will the twig grow if it will be thrown in the closet? So you can easily get the answer. It's very simple. Nothing to think about that. So we can say that if it will be placed into the closet, it will shrivel and even die after some time, and it will become useless. The next question is, what shape the twig will take if it will be kept in a closet? I hope you all got the answer. It will become a shape of an old twisted nail. Yes, this is the right answer. You can write these all answers in complete sentences. Next question. By keeping in the closet, will the twig remain useful? You can easily answer it. No, never. It will become useless, and it will be the part of rubbish, and it will be swept into the waste or into the dustbin. So this was the question number 9. And now the important one, what is the hidden message in the poem? I'm going to give you some time to think about that. Think and write the message or hidden message you think that is given in the poem. The idea which is given in the poem, same is with our lives. If we are not taking care of ourselves, if we are not taking care of others, and if we are not taking care of our values, our souls will die. And if our souls are dead, there is no need to live, because God has created us beautifully, and He wants us to live happily and joyfully. Students, it's very simple. If we are not taking care of ourselves, if we are not taking care of others, and we are not taking care of others' emotions, so what is the need to live? If we are not useful for others, we become useless. Same, if we are not helping others, it is like we are putting ourselves in the room, in the closet, in the storeroom. So if we are in a room, how we can be useful for others? But on the other hand, if we are going outside and helping others and taking care of others and taking care of their feelings and emotions, our lives will become useful, and we will be like a tall bush that gives shades to others, that gives freshness to others. Same message is given in this poem. Strategy 2. Now write down all the answers of these all questions in complete sentences. Yes, answer must be in complete sentences. Strategy 3. Now write complete sentences by using main ideas. Remember this thing, you are not writing just a little sentence or a part of the sentence. You have to write complete sentence with detail. Then arrange all these sentences in a sequence to make a paragraph. Strategy 4. Check your paragraph to remove irrelevant details. Yes, students, you have to remove the details that are not necessary, or the details that are used twice or thrice. You have to remove them. Now, you also have to take out mistakes of spellings, grammar, and punctuation. That is much important while writing a summary. Strategy 5. After making corrections, write your summary neatly. Student, it is very important when you make corrections, after that you have to copy that summary neatly in your notebooks. Students, now coming towards the recapitulation of our lesson. So first of all, today we have learned, you remember what is summary? Summary is a collection of main points of the poem or the piece of writing. Next, we learned how to write the summary. There were different techniques to write a summary. Next, you have read poem once or twice. After that, we got the answers one by one, and when we collect that all answers, we got the summary. After reading a poem, we adopted different strategies that helped us writing a summary, like question answers method. You answered all the questions, and then you people have arranged that answers into a paragraph form. After that, what you did, you actually wrote all that sentences, all that answers in a sequence, and after that you checked spelling and grammar mistakes. And also you have eliminated or removed irrelevant information or details. That's all. Now coming towards today's homework. Now students, it's time for writing summary in your notebooks neatly. Well then students, you did a great job. You did a nice job. In a very short time you have written a summary. So that's all for today, students. I hope you will like my today's online lesson. Allah Hafiz.